Territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
36 tonight. Defense wins championships, baby.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Here's a handoff to Connor. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. Strong coverage by Carolina. And on we go to 4th down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Now Aldrick Rosas for the field goal attempt. From the left hash, it's an even 15-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now Burrow on 1st down. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. And here's a quick throw to Hamler on the edge. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2. That catch good for only a couple. Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. The Raider defense strong on that one in coverage, and now it's 4th. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit.
Oh, wide open, complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Odell Beckham on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Makes the score Raiders 24, Panthers 9.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow, setting up the screen for Miller. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Complete.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Josh Gordon, 55 yards. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points. That pass also evens the ledger for the rookie quarterback. Had the interception earlier, and now he gets the touchdown throw.
The ideal touchdown-interception ratio is, what, 3-to-1 for the best quarterbacks? But he's a rookie. Just getting back to even is a big deal. Increases the confidence his teammates have in him as he tries to become their leader.
Needed a couple yards for the 2-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do because a lot of teams play you for the pass. So you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
Their own 27-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely
pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Josh Allen. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Jackson from the shotgun. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
On the throwaway. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson. He's going to launch it for Washington. This is caught, and he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. James Washington in the final seconds of the first half, and the Raiders add on to their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. KJ Hamler returning it. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now it's Jackson. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for him.
How about the rookie in his NFL debut? Looking sharp. It's 1st and 10. They'll try the left side with Connor. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. From the gun, Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. You must be getting tired of seeing me.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
48-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. He rifles one that's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted.
but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down. Flush to his and into the end zone. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Touchdown, Raiders.
We saw so much of this last year at the college level, but there you go. His first rushing touchdown as an NFL quarterback.
And with the speed he has, we certainly know it won't be his last, because that's something that aided him very well, as you mentioned, at the college level. It's something he's going to carry over, and they'll make it a big part of their offense.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And the Raiders have got him.
Joe Burrow's
Jordan Brooks brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it, and he'll get it up here this time to the 21. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
4 brings up 3rd and 14.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
58, right over there, right over there. 65, 65. No street. 58 to Mike, 58. 58.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. Play action. It's Burrow. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to keep it here. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Let's put him on the back of 60.
Burrow will throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Let's go, Heavy. What you got, Heavy? What you got?
Now Burrow. Incomplete. Both players were there offensively and defensively, but it falls incomplete.
So you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
Mike, 58, right there. Watch.
They're going to try and throw. Buying time to his left. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard. At the Panthers.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson, he'll find Hall. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
Complete to number 86.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes,
You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Steps away to his left. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They'll try and run forward with Connor. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
And the Raider
right back to Connor here on first. And some room to roam now. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
Las Vegas.
A 21-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though.
Their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. It's Logan Wilson there to bring him down.
2nd and 8.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Brought down by Earl Thomas. That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
The Panthers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Miller. Lamar Miller past the 20. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Lamar Miller, 67 yards. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. Well, they were just hoping that run would pick up the first. They got the whole enchilada.
And I'm so used to teams on 3rd down, doesn't matter how far they need for a first down, throwing the ball. Instead, they run it, and as you said, pick up the first down, and then some, and then some. In fact, everything all the way for a touchdown. Terrific play.
45. Panthers.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in at the 3. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the 4th quarter. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is incomplete. James Conner, the running back, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
The tackle made by
Joey Bosa in on the stop.
No gain on the play.
On second down, Burrow. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
The Panthers on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Matthew Judon in there to take him down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over.
49-yard line.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Got an open man. It's Washington. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Out of bounds.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the gun, it's Jackson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with him.
3rd and 2, here's Jackson. And it's brought in by Washington. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
A 5-yard gain on the play.
5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Jackson will throw again. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by John Johnson. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
He's going to air one out. That's caught at the 25. A big play there for the Panthers. 46 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Out to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
A gain of 7. Brings up 2nd.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Here's Burrow, rolling to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Burrow on his toes that time as they get the 1st down.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big 1st down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
Down at the 8-yard.
Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Brings up 2nd.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up of 3.
The tackle.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Miller. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Lamar Miller, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. Now the Panthers once again will line up to go for 2. They'll try and run it in with Miller. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it the 21.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10. At their own 21-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. It's Eric Harris who picks it. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Let's go, D.
Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. Open man is Gordon, complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. KJ Hamler, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far. But a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Showed some of his improv skills there, getting flushed out of the pocket, but still able to make the throw for the score.
So that means he's not a method actor?
No.
Because with the improv means break character when you need to. And in the NFL, when you have those guys chasing you, sometimes you have to break character in a big way. But I love the fact that he stayed downfield, kept his eyes up, and made the play. How many rookies do that well?
Raiders 45. Panthers 39.
25 seconds to go. A must recover if they're going to have any chance. And it's the Raiders that'll come up with it. And that will put victory in sight for the silver and black. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Las Vegas, first down.
Now Connor. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up second.
So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders.